My name is John Fredley, developer of Advanced Assembly Databases. If you are a contractor, estimating is a requirement, not an option. And regardless of all the buzzwords out there, estimating is a complex challenge for any contractor. As a general contractor with decades of experience in estimating, I'd like to share a new concept, a new approach, an integrated estimating system. This system is a state-of-the-art method for estimating. Integration is the sharing of data. The database started 30 years ago in Timberline, now called Sage. More recently, a connection was made with etakeoff. Now Bridge completed the integration connection. The system uses the best-in-class software in 3 phases. Make a complete digital takeoff, move it to Sage, and generate the estimate. With the integration, the estimate time is cut and the accuracy is improved. And it works for general, building, and trade contractors. Sound impossible? Well, let's take a closer look. This is etakeoff. It has 2 purposes: to find out what materials are needed to build the project and to find out how much material was needed to build the project. The left window is used to select the what if needed part. These are called traces. Traces are available for most parts of the project, including structure, enclosure, interior finishes, exterior finishes, MEP, and site work. With an integrated system, these traces are part of the database, but they depend on the type of database. For example, traces for a general contractor would be different than traces for a concrete or renovation contractor. But regardless, when a trace is selected, measurements, the how much part is needed, appears in the right window. In this case, the number of column pads, the length, width, and depth. Below measurements are specifications. Since specifications can have a huge effect on the cost of a project, they play a very important role in the database. One specification may be used several times during a takeoff, but since it is stored with a project, it does not need to be entered more than once. Traces from an integrated database is one way to save time estimating. Here are some examples. This foundation plan includes 4 traces: a continuous or strip footing, column pad footings, a slab on grade, and a thickened edge around the slab. Each footing in the footing schedule would be a separate takeoff. None of these traces require any user input except the trace measurement. Project specifications being used automatically is the second way to save time estimating with an integrated system. The floor plan includes several other traces: doors, cabinets, block walls, interior partitions, and the exterior frame wall. None of these traces required any user input except the trace measurement. Doors and wall takeoffs will be made according to the door and wall schedules on the drawings. You can always change specifications during a takeoff. These floor finish traces are the painted floor, carpet tile, terracotta tile, and ceramic tile with 4 different specs. The best way to take off a frame floor is to use the grid trace. This trace measures the length of each joist. The only measurement needed is the size of the joist. Specifications will automatically be included for sheathing, bridging, insulation, and drywall. When the takeoff is over, it's ready to be moved to Sage Estimating with these steps. Open Bridge. Enter a project name. Enter the estimate name. verify the drawings, and press Automatic. After Bridge collects the Takeoff data, press the green button to copy it to Sage. There is no manual programming required with the integrated database. All traces are automatically linked to Sage Estimating. The automatic mapping in Bridge is the third way to save time estimating with an integrated system. After the takeoff is copied, close Bridge and open the estimate. Sage uses a spreadsheet format like Excel. To add or remove columns, open the spreadsheet layout window. Check the squares for any column you want displayed on the spreadsheet. The tabs at the bottom are used to sort or organize estimates. Organizing them allows you to see the estimate in different ways called layouts. Here are some examples of layouts that come with the database. The default layout is the current CSI master format, which is the backbone of the database structure. The uniformat layout is by building elements. The etakeoff layout will show what traces were used during the takeoff and their costs. The trade layout will show all trade costs, including the bids. The assembly layout will show each wall or footing type. This is the 16 division master format. And this is the schedule values layout to prepare AIA application for payment. But my favorite layout is buyout. To me, it offers the most bang for the buck. It's easy to review, becomes part of the actual buyout process, and is an easy way to see how much of the estimate was estimated. In this case, over 90% was estimated, and only 4% came from bids. Ideally, it would be the other way around. This layout is helpful to prepare RFPs, compare trade bids against the estimate, write trade contracts, and write purchase orders. When you want to find information from any estimate, the trick is to select a layout that has the data the way you need it. Having these built-in layouts is the fourth way to save time estimating with an integrated system. As you can see, the database is the heart of the system. In contrast with boilerplate or preset databases, the Advanced Assembly Database is the only database that can be configured by the user for the user. Contractors can select their assemblies, materials to purchase, methods of takeoff, work to self-perform, and level of detail. Having a database that you can configure to fit your estimating needs may alone be the reason to take a serious look at this state-of-the-art integrated estimating system for Sage. And you'll be glad you did. Thanks for watching the video.